Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest transfer stories. We start with this transfer report from The Athletic, claiming that Barcelona are looking to sign this Premier League wonderkid Chukwuemeka on a free transfer next year, 2023. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then secondly, talking about Jules Koundé, as it has been reported that Barcelona will have to sell 6 players immediately if they want to sign Koundé. We are also going to be looking at that. So guys, as we get right into those stories in much detail, please endeavor to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Barcelona have made headlines across the footballing world by securing the services of star players such as Robert Lewandowski and Rafinha, among many others. At the same time, the club have shown the desire to strengthen their youth ranks by signing young talents across Europe, as evidenced by the capture of Pablo Torre earlier this year. Barca are close to signing Girona's prospect of Unai Hernandez as well, as part of their plans to reinforce the Barca B ahead of the new season. According to The Athletic, the Catalans are eyeing a move for yet another young midfield prodigy in the form of Kani Chukwuemeka. The Aston Villa starlet is regarded as one of the finest young talents in England, with many regarding him as the next big thing in the country after Jude Bellingham. However, Chukwuemeka has not enjoyed the desired growth during his time at Aston Villa so far, with the teenager racking up a total of just 294 minutes of league football last term. It has led to speculations over his future at Villa Park, with Barcelona and AC Milan among the clubs interested in his services. Barca have appeared quite keen on adding young blood to their midfield unit lately, especially in the aftermath of Pedri and Gavi's unprecedented success over the past 12 months. The club are hopeful new signings Torre can follow on the same path as well. In Chukwuemeka, Barca may find themselves another young phenom, who has shown immense potential in the English youth divisions, standing at 1.85 meters tall. The Aston Villa prodigy offers the physique and aggression that makes him a class apart from other talents Barcelona currently have at their disposal. However, the report suggests Barcelona are not too keen on paying a fortune for Chukwuemeka. The player is valued at a whopping 23.5 million euros, but with his contract expiring at the end of next season, both Barcelona and Milan are ready to play the waiting game. These young talents have been linked with Barca for quite some time. Some weeks back, we have been talking about the interest Barcelona have been showing for the Aston Villa player Chukwuemeka, and of course, Barcelona are still there in the race. AC Milan as well, also in the race. So the plan now is to wait for next year, 2023, before making a concrete move for the player. Of course, in the last few weeks, Fabrizio Romano himself spoke about the link that Barca have with Chukwuemeka, but by then, Barca wanted him this summer, maybe to strengthen the Barca B, but Barca have changed their minds. They will go for that player for 2023, so try to sign him so that he can come, as they see him with a lot of prospect. Of course, Laporta and his board are trying to, do same things that they've been doing, and we can see how beneficial these things are for the club. Talking about signing young players who can come and they start developing their careers more and more at Barcelona and turn to the next big thing, as evidenced by Pedri, who was signed from Las Palmas for just 5 million, and of course, he came and surprised the world. Gavi himself as well, the same kind of thing. So youth players are something that Laporta is trying to put his interest in, something that in the past Barcelona have really reduced when it comes to their involvement in youth or scouting players out of the country to bring them and start molding them up. And it's very important that Barca go back to that tradition, which was forgotten ever since, before Laporta have come now to try to bring it back. So interesting to see how it's going to look like. The summer transfer window so far have been good, signing some top quality players and hoping that more will come. The defense needs to be strengthened. Right back, left back. I think those are the three for now that needs to be strengthened. Then we can now say it's a year we go. We can see how next season will look like. A lot of expectations. Competing for trophies is a key, which all fans out there will be hoping Barca do that. Interesting days ahead, interesting weeks ahead as the summer transfer window continues to heat up. Then on to the next story of discussion. The transfer window has been a frustrating one for Chelsea. Not only have they lost two key defenders in Christensen and Antonio Rudiger on free, but also missed out on Rafinha signing. Despite having everything seemingly agreed, the Brazilian still talks with the London-based club and chose Barca. The same story seems set to repeat with Jules Koundé. However, Gerard Romero reports that Barcelona will find it so difficult to sign Koundé if they do not activate an exit operation in the coming hours. The centre-back interests both Barca and Chelsea, but his future is far from clear. While the Blues have already submitted a final offer and agreed on terms with Sevilla, the player prefers a move to Catalonia. He also rejoined the Seville-based side pre-season at the last moment to buy more time for his dream club, Barca. However, it now seems difficult for Laporta to sign that young star, despite activating the second economic lever this morning. If the club were to negotiate the departure, the names of Frankie de Jong, Martin Braithwaite, Neto, Riqui Puig come to mind. However, none of the players want to leave Barcelona, putting the club in a tricky situation. Last season, Koundé made 32 starts for Sevilla. He saw 13 clean sheets in that duration and averaged close to 10 defensive actions per game. He scored 2 goals and 1 assist came as the icing on the cake. So things are getting really hot for Barcelona when it comes to the pursuit of Jules Koundé, because the truth is Barcelona will not sign him. That's just it. As a Barca fan, I'm not happy about that. We all are not happy about that, because for the longest time we have been showing interest. For the longest time we have been so confident that Koundé will be a Barca player. But unfortunately, Chelsea entered the race again after abandoning the race for Koundé. So we just have to admit that it is already a lost battle. The battle for Koundé is already a lost one. So Gerard Romero have just come up again saying that if Barca want to create magic, or if Barca want to turn the tables around, they just need to sell 6 players. It's not just, they need to sell 6 players. That's a lot in the coming hours. Not 6 players tomorrow, or not 6 players in a week's time. They need to sell 6 players, which is impossible, right? So, in fact, deal done and dusted. We are not getting him. That's why we are seeing other names now popping up in the radar of Barca. Pau Torres, Inigo Martinez being the most notable players that have been laying in the past few hours. So let's see. Interesting to see who Barca finally go for. The price that the clubs are even asking for those other players, Barca are not seeing it any funny, right? It's going to be difficult to match. But let's see. Now that the second economic lever was activated, this morning, one can assume that Barca will not find it so difficult to find a new centre back in the coming days. We need to act fast, because we still have the centre back, we still have the right back and left back to strengthen. So actions must be taken as soon as possible, and I think Barca know that. So callers, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.